All right. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. My eyes look a little red. Nice, cool, comfortable bike ride into work today. I think it's supposed to rain later, but that's okay. It'll be nice, cool, comfortable bike ride home. Yep. Oh well. Yeah. Let's see. It's working. We're up and running. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday. For a lot of you, kids have now made it a week. Hopefully, a lot of the kinks are starting to get worked out for the kiddos. Jerry got up at about almost 6 o'clock today, ready to go. It's 7 o'clock. They don't leave until 7:30 to go to school. He was legit at 7 o'clock, had his coat on, and was ready to like walk out the door. Had his backpack on. I was like, honey, you got a half hour. When will that end? Probably like another week. Big coffee day. Didn't sleep awesome last night. But today I wanted to talk about, it actually came up in a conversation I was having with a client yesterday, and the more I spoke, the more I personally could relate to it. I know he was relating to it. And I know a lot of people relate to this. And sometimes just we get caught up in, good morning, Kevin. All of your changes will be effective. Pausing. Kevin, your changes will be effective by 9 a.m. Eastern time. 1:25 is my goal for you. So we all get caught up in this. And what it is we have so many different influences. So if over here we've got family, and over here we've got, extended family like aunts, uncles, cousins, and then way over here we've got friends, and then over here we've got coworkers. We've got all these people, and they all kind of diverge right down, and then you're at the bottom of that. Okay? So if you think about all of those are basically, if everything was just like a big water bottle, and each one of them is just, let me move it so you can see it. There we go. If everybody was just starting to dump, and you're at the bottom of that, and they all are like, or tributary streams leading into a big river, and you're trying to swim, you're trying to make that progress, whether it's your health, your wellness, your career, whatever it might be, you've got these outside variables that will always funnel down to you and try to push you back a little bit. Sometimes that's not intentional. So an example that I'll give you with that is, in my family, we are a meat and potatoes family. We grew up in Fabius. I think my great-great-grandfather was from there. Like, we've just always been out there. It's a farming community. And that's very typical of that style of living. Good morning, Maddie. Yeah, I'm totally in on that Niner. I just got to figure out how to tell Beth. So, honey, if you are listening, I'm buying a new bike. Kevin, I'll send you the link for it. You can buy one too. You get gravel roads you're in Britain. So we come from a meat and potatoes family, and really, like, it's very hearty food, and with that, and again, like when we go to my parents' house on weekends, there's always going to be a very heavy starch, a medium to heavy starch, a protein, and some sort of vegetable, typically a starchy vegetable, and then maybe a non-starchy vegetable, but not always. So that's super common. Italians with huge amounts of pasta, like just big hearty plates, because dinner and meals are just something that, like, that's that communal, like, gathering, coming together, those things. Well, if you're a person who's like, I'm really trying to focus on my quantity and quality, but I want to spend time with my family, there's one of those pores right there, you know, and that's just, that adds to that current. So the more pieces of that, you work in an environment where there's candy everywhere, and there's, you know, when you're 300 pounds and you're the healthiest person in your office, because, you know, when you go out to lunch with your team and you say, I'm going to get a salad with a side of grilled chicken, they're looking at you like, why did your doctor tell you that you have to lose weight? Are you dying? Like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you getting a burger and fries like the rest of us? Like, when that's abnormal, again, that's another one of these pores. So all these do is these add to this current in this river that you're trying to swim upstream, right? And you get tired. You get sick and tired of, like, because you don't want to eliminate your friends network. You don't want to eliminate your family. And sometimes it's pretty hard to do. You don't want to eliminate, like, again, what if you have a spouse whose metabolism is like a crack addict who can sit there and down a plate of brownies and then go and have some ice cream and then go and have some chicken wings, and she's like, damn it, I lost another 2 pounds today. And you're like, I fasted for 48 hours and I gained 4. You're like, what the hell? You know, we all know that situation. So when you've got that, again, that's one of those things where they don't mind, you know, they may not mind having unhealthier options in the house because, again, like, there's no negative connotation for them per se, which there is, just on a level that they don't physically see. They look and they're like, oh, I look great, you know, but their insides are torn to shreds. So, you know, those are all things that work against you, and they work against you daily, hourly, and that goes back to, like I talked about before, about willpower and just your, like, by the end of the day, you are just tired. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired and sick and tired of resisting the urge to have something. So then you're just like, throw your hands up in the air, say, fuck it, and go have it. Which, again, that's not, and you really don't want to do that, but at that point, you're just tired. It's just like when your kids, most of you that will listen to this have kids, your kids nag you and nag you. Dad, I don't know, what do my kids nag me on? Oh, Dad, Daddy, pick me up, Daddy, pick me up, Daddy, pick me up. And you're like, dude, I'm trying to, like, let me just finish the dishes and then I'll pick you up. No, Daddy, pick me up. Finally, you're like, fine, I'll pick you up. And now I'm trying to do, like, scrub pots and pans with one hand while holding them under the water, and be like, here, choke me and hang on to my neck so that I can rub, you know, so that I can clean this pan, right? Again, like, your willpower just breaks down. So what do? Like, how do you get through that, right? But the point of today, because I'm going to build on this, this isn't a 15-minute blast. This is a huge topic. And I know, Kevin, everyone can relate. We all think that, like, we live in this, like, weird world where our kid is an asshole, but everyone's kid's an asshole. Maybe not, your kid might not be an asshole with me, but your kid's an asshole with you. Parker, that's our Parker. You know, just like my buddy Nate. Everybody says, like, his kid's not going to know what his name is when he goes to school because they're going to be like, Teddy. He's sitting there like, I only go by asshole. But we all can relate, and we all have those days, those moments where our willpower just gets absolutely crushed because that current on that day is just ripping, and it is just flowing because, you know, you didn't sleep well, and then you get off to a bad start. Like, you know, again, your wife is having cheesecake for breakfast. I don't know. You know, and then, you know, and you resist that urge and you have your boring little egg whites with spinach and peppers and whatever. And then you go to work and they're having a birthday party for Sue and everybody's having cake and pizza and you're over there with your salad with chicken and you're just sitting there saying, like, God, this sucks. Why can't I be like everybody else? Why? Like, I work so hard at doing this. Why am I not there yet? And, you know, again, that current is just ripping and you're trying to swim upstream. And there's days that you've got to step off to the side, you know, and we're going to leave it at that. But we're going to talk more about this because it's like, how can I continue to move upstream? Is there ways that I can step out of the current and move upstream? And there is, and it's super important. But I wanted to start to paint this picture because, you know, having that conversation with a client yesterday, you know, we just started to scratch the surface. And to me, that's the most valuable piece of everything that I do, is if I can give you little nuggets that help you be able to just figure out, again, it doesn't have to be food. You might be dialed in with your food. It could be, maybe you don't work out at all and you want to start working out, but every time you start working out, you get hurt or you can't find time, or, you know, you've got all these streams coming down. Maybe it's you're stuck in your job, but you start to put these pieces together and you can start to figure out how you can move forward. So we're going to continue to build on this, but give you a little bit of a teaser on that one. So I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. Beautiful weather outside. Realize my fat bike is significantly slower than my road bike, which is why I need a gravel bike, because then it's a combination of both. See how I do that? See how that works? Kevin, are you taking notes? Because you know, you're going to need a new bike soon. It's another year. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. You know, stay safe out there. If you're a school teacher, thank you for what you do. You know, thanks for, you know, keeping our kiddos safe, unless you're not keeping the kiddos safe, in which case you probably shouldn't be a school teacher. But for the rest of you, kudos to you. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, probably coming in from at home, because I've got the crazies tomorrow. Yep, I got the crazies. So me and Parker, ooh, we might be a few minutes late. We might be like an 8:05, but we're gonna finish. We're gonna talk more about how can I swim upstream in a raging river. So you can't do shit. Well, enjoy your ride, Kev. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day and stay safe.